Okay, so magandang umaga, magandang hapon, at magandang gabi. Of course, gabi sa amin dito. At kami ay nasaan ba tayo ngayon?
Metro Psych Cebu.
Akala ko nasa hotel tayo eh. Wala pala tayo sa hotel. And merong kakaiba, no?
Pero music.
May naririnig kayong
Wow.
background.
Live yan.
Live music. Papakita ko sa inyo mamaya kung para masabi niyong live talaga. Iba dito sa Cebu talaga.
Oo.
No? Okay? And so, nandito kami para pag-usapan itong topic na ito na very close to our heart. Bakit naisip namin na pag-usapan ito? Kasi coincidence ba ito o talagang sinadya natin? We're doing a program now with the Archdiocese of Cebu. Doon sa mga seminarya na malapit na maging pare, no? So binibigyan namin sila nitong program na to. And this is the Mindful Self-Compassion Program. So, ako si Dr. Rafa,
This is Dr. Ramay.
And Dr. Bennett.
and the doctors are in.
So, napag-usapan na natin yung mindfulness. And yung sinasabi ko nga na it's really difficult to just completely learn it by talking about it, no? Pero ang susunod natin pag-uusapan, self-compassion, dahil nga combination yun eh. Pero bago natin yung pag-usapan, pwede mo bang sabihin, saan ba nanggaling background music natin?
Ay, nandyan lang sa tabi-tabi natin. Makikita nila sa, care of kay Mr. J.A. Camelio.
J.A.
Very
Camelio.
talented.
Talented.
Very talented. Hindi lang sa pagpiano. Talagang actual na nagpe-play siya kanina eh.
Oo.
Habang nag-uusap tayo.
Oo.
Okay. So, can we proceed to self-compassion? Kasi, hindi mabubuo yung program kung mindfulness lang. So, what is this self-compassion about?
Yung lay definition ng self-compassion is treating ourselves with the same kindness as we would treat a friend. So friend, kasi yung friends, mabait tayo sa friends eh, lagi, no? More than even family, no? So, parang kailangan when we respond to our discomfort, tayo yung unang best friend natin. Parang ganon, no? So, the program would teach you how to be that way kasi naturally, we're very self-critical. Self-critical ba kayo, Dr. Rapo?
Ay, oo. Yung palaging pag may nangyaring sablay. Ano na naman yun? Saan ba ako nagkamali? Ano yung hindi ko nakita doon? Ano yung hindi ko napansin? Ba't to nangyari? Di ba? So, and I think, di ba, mayroong mga studies about that, kung ilang percent ng tao yung self-critical talaga.
So may ginawang study yung gumawa ng Mindful Self-Compassion Program, no? Si Christine Neff and Christopher Germer, na US statistics, no, 78% of people are actually harsher on themselves, no? So they're kinder with others rather than themselves. 16% equal, and only 6% are kinder with themselves, no? So normal naman na you're kinder to others and you're quite critical with yourself.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean ganun na lang dapat, right? No?
Kaya pala, ang dami ng galit sa mundo ngayon, ano?
Oo.
Di ba? Pag mo lang ng traffic, talagang nagkakasahan na ng mga
Right.
baril, parang nakakatakot na, di ba? Kasi nawala na yung kindness.
Nawala ang kindness. Totoo yan. Siguro sa hirap din ng buhay and many other things going on sa ating environment, no? So, paano nga ba natututunan yon? Paano natin nag-learn yung self-compassion?
Well, kailangan talaga mag-practice. Palagi na sinasabi, di ba? Practice makes imperfect. And kailangan siguro ini-invite nga namin kayo lahat dyan no, na nakikinig kung gusto nyong mag-form ng grupo and magtagpi sa aming schedule, we are more than willing to do it for you, no? And yet kasama yan sa mga advokasya natin, no? Na sana mabigyan nyo kami ng opportunity na ma-introduce sa inyo yung program.
Okay. Pero may gusto ko tanong, anong kinalaman ng self-esteem sa self-compassion? Meron bang kinalaman yun?
Well, ang sabi yung sa teens, no? Importante to sa teens. Mas ginagamit nila yung self-compassion more than self-esteem. Kasi yung self-esteem kasi, kino-compare mo yung sarili mo sa ibang tao. At ang hirap mag-compare. Sabi nga ni Lorraine Hobbs, ito hindi ko talaga, comparison is the thief of joy. So, sabi nila, mas kind kung self-compassion ang ituro sa mga bata rather than self-esteem. Kasi yung self-compassion is about yourself. Being kind to yourself without comparing yourself with others, no? So,
So yung self-esteem is based on
Siya stable.
comparing. Oh, hindi stable ang self-esteem.
Whereas self-compassion, over time, mas tumitibay kasi you get more kind towards yourself.
Okay. So, well, importante po yun kasi um, it's very common na, uy, ano na ba nangyari sa self-esteem mo? Bakit ganyan ka na? Di ba? Pero instead of that, it would be better na masabi natin na, alam mo, mag-practice ka ng self-compassion kasi mas makakatulong instead of questioning yung self-esteem. No? So,
Merong 'di ba parang sa mga Instagram laging parang self-kindness and then i-display nila yung mga kinain nila o kaya yung mga
Oo.
self-compassion kaya.
baka indulgence yata yun.
meron tayo sa short video natin dyan
Meron ba?
Meron na paano natin
Link down
malalaman, nandun sa YouTube channel natin. Na paano mo malalaman na indulgence ba to or self-compassion, self-kindness. Dapat mong masagot is, ito bang ginagawa mo for long-term health mo ba or for short-term pleasure?
Pag short-term pleasure,
Indulgence yun.
indulgence
Tsaka
yun.
siguro yung intention mo.
Right.
Bakit ba mo pinapakita yung pagkain?
Yes,
Ano ba
yes.
intention mo? Pag ang intention mo ay para magyabang,
Hindi siya
hindi siya
self-kindness.
self-kindness. Kasi kung self-kindness kasi, hindi mo kailangan i-display
Right.
Pero baka naman, advertisement yun.
Iba intention
At
nga.
pinagkakakitaan mo. di ba?
Kaya nga iba pa rin, babalik pa rin sa ano ba yung intention mo for doing such activity. Ano yung intention?
Kaya it's worth really learning about it and hindi siya parang ilay lang na yung
Oo.
understanding of self-compassion for it to be truly enriching and profound for you. No?
Okay. So, okay na ba tayo sa self-compassion o mayroong pag-importanteng bagay na nakakalimutan nating pag-usapan?
Maraming uses ang self-compassion and mindfulness. So aside from over time, marunong ka to deal with regulate your emotions, it's stabilizing, no? You can manage difficult emotions. You can stabilize your awareness more para you're not as anxious or depressed, no? And also, you can, you know when you're suffering, no? Hindi ka naka-autopilot, no? Ang daming benefits, no? Marami din studies on long-term health and well-being. So,
Alam mo, naisip ko tuloy kasi naalala ko yung tatlong aspects ng self-compassion na sinabi ni Kristin Neff. And this is about being mindful, no? Knowing what you are experiencing in the moment, and then common humanity, pag sinabi mong common humanity, if I am suffering, then other people are also suffering. So it's a common experience for all of us. And then yung last is self-kindness. No? So tatlong components yan na napakahalaga para sa paggamit ng mindful self-compassion. So maybe pag-usapan natin yung program itself, no? Ano ba yung nangyayari, let's say sa session 1? What is that about?
So, ang session 1 is discovering what mindful self-compassion is. So, yung dalawang session kasi 1 and 2 are foundations for the whole entire program. So, more on didactics yung session 1 because discovering mindful self-compassion, and then pangalawa is practicing mindfulness.
And then, next,
And then, practicing loving kindness. So, para ka maging self-compassionate, kailangan mo ng yung mga loving kindness phrases para ma-evoke yung self-compassion and goodwill sa sarili mo. No? And then, discovering your compassionate voice. No? And then, living deeply. No?
anong kasali sa living deeply?
It's about discovering your core values. Kasi importante 'yon. Kasi hindi mo masasagot yung question ng self-compassion, which is what do I need? Kung hindi mo alam kung ano ang meaning at you value most in your life. So kailangan mong tapos mga compassionate listening, no? And then, after that, merong mindfulness retreat. No? It's a silent retreat for 4 hours.
Yes.
Oo.
Alam mo yung minsan yung iba kasi akala nila puro retreat lang 'yan.
Hindi.
No?
Oo.
Meron talagang mga didactics
May
na
didactics,
nag-uusap.
may
Meron yung mga
sharing.
sinasabi nating informal practice. Merong small groups, merong large groups. No? Yun. And then, what follows after the retreat?
Ang retreat is deepening of the practice kasi yun. So, parang uulitin lahat ng mga core meditations para talagang nag-internalize mo yung mga practices. And then, meeting difficult emotions, no? Kasi wala atang tao na hindi makaranas ng difficulty with their emotions. So, tuturuan ano ba yung difficult emotions, ano ba yung stages kung paano mo i-handle yung difficult emotions, and what to do when you are experiencing difficult emotions. No? And then, after difficult emotion, another source of pain sa kahit sino is relationship. So, dito pag-uusapan yung anger, ano bang reason bakit may galit ka, no? And then burnout kasama din dito, caregiving fatigue, no? And mga equanimity phrases na pwedeng pang respond doon sa mga sa burnout on caring for another person, no? And lastly, sinasabi nila na second to the last session ito because you're embracing your life. So, paano ba ma-cultivate yung happiness? No? It will end in a positive experience. Kasi compassion is a positive emotion. Hindi
Right.
naman siya, hindi siya negative. No? And, wala patang hindi nagre-recommend ng MSC pag naka-attend ka.
Right. Oo. I think the best part na talagang gustong-gusto ko na nag-e-end tayo with gratitude, no? Na actually when you complete the program, you really would be very grateful for everything that you have, for having attended the program. So maa-appreciate mo yung life in general. No? So now nabigay sa atin ni Dr. Rafa yung summary ng the whole program. But like we said earlier, ang hirap pa rin siyang imaginein man lang because it's really experiential. So, kailangan talagang ma-experience yon. Ang problema lang talaga is, hindi naman, I think, mukhang tayo lang yung gumagawa nun dito sa Pilipinas eh. And it's very difficult to be able to get access to it. But part of that is because hindi alam ng public na merong ganitong program. So, we really want to share this with you. No, for you to know na merong ganong resource. No? Kasi kahit na sabihin natin na it's really a good program, it is a resource program. Ibig sabihin, tinuturuan tayo ng kung paano mag-cope sa life in general. No? Sabi nila, it's very therapeutic, nakakatulong, but it's not therapy. No, it's really a program about life. No, meron pa ba tayong kailangang pag-usapan?
Meron shorter version para sa mga healthcare workers naman. Na ito naman gagawin natin sa Saturday, no, with the OB residents ng UST hospitals, no, na hospital. So siguro magpapatlagay din tayo ng konting clips doon. So for healthcare workers naman, mga doctors na walang time, this is just an overnight na program. And hopefully makakakuha din kayo ng same as sana, no, na benefit nito. Pero there are also a lot of studies na nagsasabi na ang dami na ring na natulungan. Okay?
So, Mai, meron ka bang gustong sabihin na takeaway?
Siguro ano lang, if you're interested in self-compassion, you can start your journey, no? Even if you don't have access to our program. Siguro ang reminders lang namin, una, your breath is always available, no? So breathing, breath meditation, practice self-care, so behavioral self-compassion yon with intention and attention. Also, there are a lot of apps now na where you can, start your mindfulness journey. I think it's very helpful, like Headspace, yan. Start with short practices. And lastly, treat yourself like a friend. Yun lagi natin tandaan, no? Treat yourself like a friend, have good intentions, and kind internal conversations with yourself. No?
So, huwag maghintay.
Huwag mag-deny.
Kami ay gagabay.
So kung gusto niyo ng mindful self-compassion, tawag lang.
Paalam.
Paalam!